Hey everyone, it's JD. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend, and I hope last week was great for you, and I hope this upcoming week is awesome for you. Um, Today, I just wanted to talk on some stuff regarding haters. People uh, that are out there to try and disrail you and disrail your business, and the people that leave bad reviews, the people that are in attack mode and kind of unrighteously so. We all encounter them in our business. This last week was kind of a tough week for me. Had some personal stuff I had to deal with, and then also some business stuff along the lines of a hater. And it all happens inside our cleaning businesses as well. Everybody experiences this, and from time to time. And the reality is, when you service or serve so many people, there's always going to be a few out there that are going to try and derail you or distract you away from what you love doing, which is serving people, and they kind of mess with your mindset a little bit. And what happens is you start focusing your time and energy in that direction instead of continuing to serve the people that really appreciate what you do. And so, because it gets disheartening and you take it personally, and you start to question yourself and start to question, what you're doing. And so it's really important that you have the ability to snap out of that and keep moving forward, so that you can continue to serve and focus on the people that genuinely appreciate what you do. So I have to be honest, I allowed myself to get sidetracked by a situation like this in the last 4 days, and was kind of consumed by that situation. And last night I did a little bit of soul searching and just brought myself back to the point where I realized, what the facts are, what the facts really are about. And, the facts are that there's a lot of people that certainly appreciate what I do and how I serve them. I spend 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day helping people and asking for nothing in return in many, many, many cases. There are others that pay for my service, no questions about it. But I do that because I do love to serve people and serve business owners and help them remove the obstacles that are in their way and help them, be more effective at what they do. And so, I was put in a situation where I was kind of intimidated or threatened, and it put me in a bad place. But like I said, last night I snapped out of it and realized that I was doing a disservice to the people I serve by focusing my time and attention on that situation and not focusing on them and making sure that I was serving them effectively. And so people will come along in your business. As a business owner, it's going to happen from time to time, and there really isn't a rhyme or reason for it sometimes. And it puts you in a bad place. Somebody could leave a bad review online and you have no idea why. Somebody could leave a bad review and you've tried to reason with them or, be ethical and have a professional conversation with them, and they're just not having it. So it kind of leaves you in a disadvantaged position because you have no way to move forward to resolve that. And so the reality of that is you have to just keep pressing forward. You have to handle the situation ethically and professionally, move it off to the side and then focus on the people, on your clients who do appreciate what you do and put your energies there so that you can continue to be an effective business owner and continue on your success journey. There's people that they just don't have the ability to admit that they're wrong. They're not willing to take that on board and recognize or be self-aware enough that they're the issue, and the issue was caused, they're the problem they're having with your business is because of them. And their inability to take that on board and be honest about that creates an aggressive, confrontational situation. And it's easy to get baited into that. It's easy to fall into that when they're coming at you very aggressively. Instantly, you want to be on the defensive. But it's really important that you stay ethical and professional in that process, despite what they do or say, and take the higher road, because in that is where you'll come out on top on the situation. Some people just, for whatever reason, and I don't know what it is, they don't have the ability to be self-aware enough to understand that, to recognize that they're at fault in the situation. And the reality is, if they did have that ability, there'd probably be an opportunity to press the reset button and create a better result for them between you and your service that you provide, right? But again, what do you do in that situation? And how do you prevent yourself from getting caught up into it and baited into it? You just have to focus on the fact that 99% of your clients love what you do and are very happy with what you do, and put your mindset there, because that's where the facts lie, right? That's where reality lives. This other situation, where the person's baiting you into an aggressive, argumentative situation, and they're acting unethically and want to harm your business, and to somehow try and make themselves feel better. You have to think about that, right? Like someone that, there's an issue between you and them in your business, and they would deliberately want to try and get satisfaction by harming you, by causing harm to your business. There's no satisfaction in that. It's so unethical and unprofessional. They're not going to be satisfied in that process, and you're not going to be able to satisfy them. There's nothing you can do as a person to change their mindset and the fact that that's how they operate in life. So you can't consume your time or energy trying to do that, because it does a disservice to your clients that love you and care about you and support you, right? So don't spend your time consumed in those endeavors. If somebody's left a bad review for you, take the time to research the review and research the person. On a lot of these sites, the reviews will never go away. You're stuck living with them. How you respond and how you handle that situation is really important, right? If you take a look at the person that left the review and you don't know who they are, you've never heard of them before, and they left a 1-star review for you, and you don't even know who they are, you have the ability to research online where they've left other reviews. And if they're doing the same thing to other businesses in your industry, chances are they're probably someone that owns a cleaning business, and they just don't know how to grow their business effectively. So they think the way to do that is to cause harm to other businesses. If it is someone that you have provided a service for, and they are very confrontational and not ethical and handling the situation in a manner that you don't know how to deal with, or you feel uncomfortable about it, or feel put back by it, or you have to stick to your values, right? And stick with what you know is right. And so if it's someone that you're not able to come to an agreement with, and they've acted unethically, and you need to cut ties with them, then the only way you can handle that is by responding to that situation factually. Don't get in a fight with them. Don't let them bait you into an aggressive argument. I have to be honest, I got baited into that last week by someone, and that's what set me off for 4 days. And I felt more sick about the fact I let them bait me into a confrontational situation than the actual issue itself. And so again, I needed to reset my brain and just focus on what I knew to be the facts, because the facts tell the story. They don't lie, right? And if you have the ability to present the facts, if somebody's left a bad review for you, and you haven't had and you don't know why, or they're just a confrontational person, or they're a toxic person, and they're trying to cause harm to you, just stick to the facts. That's the only way you can respond to a review like that, is with the facts. Just be factual, be ethical, and be professional in that process. And people will see through that. People will see through that. If you've got many other reviews where people are saying wonderful things, people know that there's one or two of these people out there in the world that are always out to cause harm and aren't self-aware and aren't open to professional conversations about problem solving and getting to a resolution for you and for them. But just don't allow yourself to be caught up in it. Don't allow yourself to go down that road, to allow them to steer you or bait you down that road. Because again, it puts you in a bad mindset so that you can't service the clients that love you. And as a business owner, it's just a reality. You're going to come across one or two of these people every now and again. Just stick to what you know to be right, the facts. Act ethically and act professionally. And we live in a world where a lot of this stuff is documented all the time, right? Like text messages, Facebook messages, emails. So you always have that to fall back on. And if you're acting ethically or professionally in your responses in that process, you can screen capture that stuff and use it as evidence. And you can get the clients that love you to jump on board and comment below a review like that and say, we haven't had this type of experience before. And in fact, we love this person, So that's the best way to handle those situations, is just stick to the facts, be ethical and be professional. Don't let them bait you into that terrible mindset. It's not good for you. It's not good for your business. And you won't sleep well at night while you're caught up in that. You'll be frustrated and stressed and have anxiety, and that's not a good place to be as a business owner. So just keep pressing forward, keep serving people the way you know how, the best way you know how, and that stuff will get behind you in a hurry. And just absorb all the positivity that comes from the clients that love you. Anyway, that's just part of me getting what happened to me off my chest, and hopefully it helps you folks in some way, because that's what I'm here for, is to serve you guys, and I love that I have the opportunity to do that every day. It's a really great feeling to be able to serve all you wonderful entrepreneurs and wonderful people out there that get value from what we do. So again, I hope everybody has an incredible week. I hope things in your business are continuing to improve, and you're removing obstacles, and you're pressing forward to the success that you're dreaming of. And I look forward to connecting with you soon.